Yeah, buddy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is reviewers of all ages. Welcome to episode 191 of the JB and Benny Blue Review Podcast. And we have a fantastic live stream lined up for everybody out there with some special guests joining us that will introduce to you in just a moment. If it's the first time tapping in with us, make sure to follow us at JB and Benny Blue on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all your content needs. We're doing JB's Hog Talk. We are doing reaction videos. We got clips. We got interviews. We got everything you need, baby. We got it going down on our YouTube. Coming up, we are doing State of the Birdgang. That's the Cardinals, baby. You see Bizzle Man with a cup in the banner, breaking down the season preview, our NFL season Savage preview. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And week one Savage picks, baby. If you're tapping in on Facebook Live, Twitter, YouTube, drop us a comment or question right now. We will answer that as we go along in this fine journey for the next hour. If you miss a live stream, it's all good. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Like, share, subscribe. You know the shit people say to get you to do. So damn it, do it. Birdgang fans, Cardinals merch. Tap in with us, jbandbennybluereview.com. We got that Super Kyler Murray shirt and hoodie. It's all made to order unisex and the Birdgang LJ. JB knows what time it is. And of course, you already know, we are on casualsports.com, live stream radio out of Phoenix. And we are now a part of the Bleav Podcast Network with some gentlemen who are also a part of that as well. We got a lot of shit to cover. We are doing this around the horn style, so we're not going to waste any more time. Let me get some quick intros. To my left, your right, from parts unknown, a.k.a. the Arizona-Nevada border, joining us from his fresh new trailer with a majestic beard. It is Money Makin Mitchell Hughes. How are you doing, sir?
That's fucking awesome.
Every single time I have recorded a show from the same place twice, and I'm not going to start. I'm very excited for this. Let's go.
You were like you were like the real life fugitive who hasn't even committed a crime, baby. But damn it, you are sitting still below.
It's that you know of.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, Mitch, one thing ain't changed. Your reception is still trash. Right?
We still can't hear what you saying, bro.
It ain't been invented out there yet.
You should be in Bullhead City in Nevada. You should be in Nevada. You shouldn't be in Arizona. You should be in Nevada. Like, you should go the other way. You get better reception.
Oh my God! To his diagonal, our guy. You see the jerseys in the background. He is one of the co-hosts of the Bleav in the Arizona Cardinals podcast on the Bleav Podcast Network. He's on KSRN Arizona. He's on Casual Sports. Our guy Ed Smith, my guy. You've been on the men, but damn it, we see you. How are you doing, sir?
Hey man, it's good to be with you fellas, and I'm already laughing, man. So this is gonna be a great show. I appreciate you having me on.
Listen, man, you know we come with the jokes. It's not just dry sports talk around here. We get to it, and you know what I mean. We got to roast Mitch a little bit. He's on the cell phone in the trailer. Come on, what are we doing here? It's crazy.
He got them damn antennas like on fucking Miami Vice. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking with the motherfucking goddamn Area Nation trailer park and shit. Watch yourself out there, Mitch.
To Ed's right, underneath me on the screen, it is our guy, two-time COVID-19 survivor. He is the co-host of the Neutral Zone Easy Sports Talk. He's on the Bleav Podcast Network. He's the founder of Casual Sports, KSRN Arizona. A lot of big things happen in the area, especially for local sports, so make sure you're tapping with that. Our dude, Earl, Easy Burnett. What's happening, sir?
Easy.
What's going on, y'all? Hey, all brothers don't look alike. I'm not no Easy Sports Talk. This is Casual Sports, man. I'm not no Easy Sports Talk.
What?
But good looking out, though.
Well, it's named after you, damn it.
I know. No, hey, but I love that freaking Benny energy, man. This dude is freaking crazy.
He's there.
That's right.
What's up, fellas?
And of course, oh my God, he is the host of his brand new podcast with our friends over at AAT Sports Network, Burning Bridges. Oh, the doctor himself, the Bizzle Man, the big, sexy Jeremy Bridges, JB. What's happening, sir? Are you ready?
Man, just glad to be home. You know what I'm saying? Just glad to be home. Literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? I worked all day, so I'm just glad to be home. Sipping on a little bit of this good old tequila. You know what I'm saying? Just happy to be here. You know, I'm very happy to be here.
What happened to the cleansing? Did it end already?
Oh yeah. We did
Oh, it's
that.
already go.
We did that. You know what I'm saying? I need to take my shirt off and show you the results. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, hey.
We out there. I'm just saying. We in the house. We out shit, baby.
It seemed like it was just a couple of days ago. You was like, I'm on the cleansing, man. I'm
Time
doing this.
flies. Hey, time flies, man. Time flies. Better know that.
Shout out to my guy Will just tapping in. He said Ravens in the house. We definitely going to talk a little bit of Ravens. And speaking of JB being home, if you want to get us sponsorship questions, hate mail, and nudes for JB, that's right. Tap in JB and Benny Blue Review at gmail.com.
You gotta stop doing that, Benny.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Stop doing that, man.
If you saw our DMs, I'm just saying my man is shooting shots like Steph Curry from the logo, baby. Pause.
Benny, you gotta stop saying that. Like I'm not.
I gotta check that out.
Allegedly,
I'm not doing that, son. I'm out here making sure that we get this money right. Yeah, man.
You are making moves. You are making moves. Speaking of making moves, tapping with our friends over at SavageCBD.com. Use the code REVIEW for 50% off your first order and free shipping in case you need to chill out. You know, Mitch, you want to get some balms. You know, it's been a hard day at the park. You know, rub some on your shoulders. It's like icy hot, but more cool. You know what I mean? And it's all natural, baby. That's all I'm saying. So tap in with our friends at SavageCBD.com. All right, fellas.
Hey, Mitch, don't y'all make that out there where you at?
Like churning butter. Oh my God. So look, these gentlemen from Casual Sports, KSRN, and our friends over at Bleav. Shout out to our guy Flex, by the way, running the Suns podcast over there. They've been kind enough to spend the time with us, so we ain't gonna waste any more goddamn time. And we are getting into it right now. I can't believe it. Been a full calendar year, but damn it, we are back. It is time for some State of the Birdgang 2021 season preview, baby.
Man.
That's right. Earl,
what's up?
Question is coming to you, my friend.
I kind of figured that.
Murray. He has improved every year that he's been in the league, going into year 3 now. And he had some marks that were real close to some milestones. So I want to know, good sir, will Kyler Murray eclipse 4,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in 2021? Talk to me, sir.
Ooh. Oh, man. Y'all probably going to hate me this year, man, because I'm not so high on this team as I used to be, man. They kind of disappointed me this offseason. But, I mean, it's not the offseason moves, because the moves were great. Trust me, the moves were awesome. I'm not so sold on the dudes running the damn thing. So let me just put that out there. I'm not sold on the coach. I'm not sold on the system. I'm not sold on none of this stuff. I think they need to let this dude go and let him rip and let him just go. Stop trying to protect this dude. But Kyler himself still got he's still got that attitude of I'm the best player on this team and I'm the quarterback and he's still got everything going. But man, I don't know. Can he eclipse 4,000 yards? Yes, but that's all going to be dependent on his coaching, what the system he's running. We don't even know what the hell they're running right now.
That's true. Ed, what you think?
I'm right there with Earl. We've been talking about it all through this preseason. They put in no work in terms of, preparation for me. And, JB, we both come from a different era, man, when the preseason was about that grind, getting it in, getting them calluses on your hands, so you were ready for the thump, right? I have seen no aggression from this team. We have a quarterback who went out and basically got 9 snaps in the preseason, has done no work with any of the, his number ones, wide receivers. D-Hop was basically on country club the whole way through the preseason. AJ is always a hamstring away from missing 4 or 5 weeks.
Right.
And, I don't see, I'm just kind of worried about, do we come out the box with any continuity? And if we don't, how bad and how quickly do the finger points and all that kind of stuff start, where this becomes one of those snowball seasons? And Earl hit it right on the head with Kingsbury. I'm not sure if he's the right dude for this job, man, leading this particular group of guys. And it's going to be interesting to me. I think the first month to 6 weeks of the season are going to be like a real regular preseason for us. I think there's going to be a lot of, jumping off sides. There's going to be a lot of missed assignments, guys not knowing their assignments, et cetera, et cetera. And it could be a train wreck those first 4 to 6 weeks. And if that does happen, like I said, it's going to be a lot of finger pointing. As far as Kyler, his stuff smells like roses, according to him.
Exactly.
And, I think it'll be interesting to see when things don't go right, what type of leader he is. But it's going to be real interesting out the box.
Okay. JB?
I've openly said on our podcast that I am this close, right, to this thing coming down, right? So I need to see some improvement. I need to see some work. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say they haven't put no work in, right? Now, you know what I'm saying? Off season is what it is. They had practice. They had the same amount of practice as everybody else, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not going to go out on the limb and say they hadn't done no work, right? Yeah, we from a different era, but hell, that was a long time ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are.
Yeah.
The NFL itself is different, right? So, I mean, besides the teams that had joint practices, you ain't really seen nobody just putting in, like, for real work. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of teams that didn't play their starters. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people just don't touch the field, right? It's going to be interesting to see a lot of teams this year because they only had 3 preseason games. And even though it's only
And
one game.
Canceled.
And one got canceled. So even though it's only one game that they're missing from a regular preseason, right? Like, that's still a big-ass game because what happens is usually in game 3, the starters play for 3 quarters, right? That's the dress rehearsal. That's the tune-up. So a lot of teams didn't play their starters even week 2, right? Starters were still chilling on the bench, posted, you know what I'm saying, looking around, looking stupid. And that's like, I mean, like them teams that made the playoffs last year, like all kind of teams are doing the same thing. So talent-wise, we are going to be the most talented team on the field almost every Sunday or Monday or Thursday whenever we play. But I'm with you guys, and I've said it openly, like I don't think Cliff Kingsbury, all he needs to do is pass the goddamn clipboard.
Thank you.
Just give it to somebody else. Let them run the goddamn plays. Right?
Thank you.
You be the head coach. You take credit for when we win, and you open your mouth and say it's my fault when we lose. That's all you got to do, right? That's all you got to do. Yep. Pass the clipboard. Mm-hmm. Pass the fucking clipboard, and we're going to be just fine. I believe that Vance Joseph he was trending last year, so he was trending up, so the defense was doing good things. He still do some stupid blitzes on third down, but I think he learned from that. We went and stacked up our defense, right? I got all faith in our defensive backfield. I know Butler left us, and that's some wild shit. But I feel like they'll rotate. They'll rotate. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be mad at that man because I don't know what that man going through, right? I know that he been in the league a long time, right? So it might just slap him in the head and be like, man, I'm tired of doing this shit, right? Because I know it really came to a point when I was like, man,
he probably said
what?
We're gonna be doing it the way this dude wants us to do it. I'm out.
Right, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, I done had enough, right? So, Kyler Murray, this is from your big OG, boy. Get your motherfucking mouth off your mama titty. You know what I'm saying? You're not as good as you think you are. I'm just being completely honest with you. You're not as good as you think you are. It wouldn't pay for me to be in that locker room because I tell this little motherfucker to his face, hey, bro, I'm gonna need you to straighten up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no special than no other motherfucker that went in the first round and played quarterback. All right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need you to get your shit together, straighten up. All right. Mm-hmm. So if Cliff passes the clipboard, we're gonna be just fine. I feel like we're gonna be okay. It's gonna be a lot of sloppy football in the first three weeks. Watch. Yep. And it's gonna start tomorrow night. Even with the Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's gonna be a lot of sloppy ass football. Watch.
Oh yeah, indeed. And Mitch, speaking of passing the clipboard, Ed mentioned it. Of course, they get AJ off of. They get him. I guess was it a trade or free agency? Was he traded or he signed? Right. Free agency, right? But he is 33. He's had some injury problems these last few years, so not quite as dynamic. So the thing I'm wondering, kind of looking at this core, they bring in Rondell in the draft this year. Mitch, do you think AJ will prove to be the true number 2, or do you think Christian Kirk is going to get more looks for this squad?
The quick answer for me is going to be neither of them. I think there's going to be a number 1, and then I think it's going to be everybody else. I think it's going to be a 2A, 2B, 2C. I don't think Christian Kirk's proved that he might be a number 3. AJ Green can be a number 2. I don't think he has it anymore though. He's been very banged up. I think it's going to be a 2.
Can we, Mitch? I don't mean to interrupt you, but we keep talking about AJ Green. Can we please pump the brakes on that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got injured a lot.
Put some respect on that dude's name. Put some respect on that dude's name.
Look what the fuck he had to do when he was in Cincinnati. Right. He was always
the only guy.
Yeah, he was always the one. He was the one and only receiver that they had to lean on. So hell yeah, he gonna be hurt all the damn time, right? Well, I mean, they didn't. So what I'm saying is this: we know who's gonna get two people on him at all times, right? We know number 10 gonna get bracketed, right? They're gonna be on hop ass. AJ gonna have a big year this year, and that's one thing I do have faith in, right? Because they're not gonna run him down the field like he's not finna run Christian Kirk's routes. He's gonna be running stops, ends, digs, out routes. He's gonna turn into a possession receiver, right? He's gonna catch fucking 80+ balls this year. He might damn near have 1,000 yards this season. Mitch, as you were saying.
I don't have that high of hopes for him, but Ed knows more than anybody. I was backing
Well, you're
up
a Tennessee fan, so it don't
way
matter, bro.
longer than I should have. I was backing up Todd Gurley way longer than I should have. I gave way too many breaks to these injury people. I think he'll have a fine season. 700-800 yards. He's going to do his part. He's going to help on third downs. He's going to be great. I just don't think he's going to be having more than 1,000 yards. I don't think he'll be a true number 2. I think it'll be 2A, 2B, 2C.
I kind of agree with Mitch a little bit and JB at the same time. And I'm gonna go back to where I started. This is still gonna come down the cliff because I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have a number one. We're gonna have a number 1 Hopkins. We're gonna have a number 2 AJ. Watch Cliff Kingsbury make Rondale Moore the focus of this offense. Watch him. Just watch him. Look at the preseason. All they did is that quick screen crap, that quick wide receiver screens, and they're not getting the ball vertical. Everything is going horizontal. So I can't see neither of our receivers doing any damn thing. He don't use his personnel correctly, dude. He doesn't.
I agree. I agree totally. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get me to say, you know what I'm saying, nothing but amen to that, right? But
exactly.
Again, I need to be proven wrong, E. Right?
Right.
I need to be proven wrong. I know the preseason. Right, and in the preseason, like Ed was saying, like this shit's getting softer and softer and weirder, right? So you didn't see the ball thrown down the field a lot in the preseason period. Now, I really think that Cliff is one of them poker playing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That he like, you know what? I'm not gonna expose my hand at all in the preseason. I still want him to pass that clipboard, right? I still want to pass it here, give it to somebody else. But I really think that's what his mindset was. He's like, we're going to keep this thing like dumb vanilla. I mean, we only play 2 coverages on defense. We play man and fucking 2, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jay, real quick, let me ask you this question, though. The last 2 seasons of Cliff, didn't he do the exact same thing? I'm not going to show my hand. We in the preseason, we were all looking at, what's this offense going to look like? It's going to be. And when that bitch started, we didn't see a damn thing. We
I got optimism. Crap. I got high hopes, right? Because I'm giving them all the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Until I say, if this shit's a train wreck by week 6, next time, this shit might not.
This schedule is brutal, man.
It's going to be cat scratch fever all over my wall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God. Well, listen, we'll get to that at the
I'm
end of this segment.
moving back to Carolina. Fuck you talking about? I'm moving back to Carolina. Fuck this shit.
Oh, my God. All right.
Ed, you know what I'm saying? This goddamn heap of no reason.
Ed, I'm throwing this next one to you. Last year we saw a pretty solid defense from the Cardinals. They were top 5 in team sacks last year, and obviously they're adding JJ this year. So taking it to the other side of the ball, Ed, do you think Birdgang is going to crack the top 10 for total defense this year? Or is there a glimmer of hope with what Vance Joseph is doing?
That might be the only saving grace for this team, if you ask me. And I think, with the addition of J.J. Watt, an older version of him, a lot of it will depend on how much they have him in the rotation. I'm sure you gentlemen might have seen that article where they said they were going to play him about 65% of the snaps. And for me, that's not a huge return on my investment, especially when you only have him on a 2-year deal. I'm not saying ride him till the wheels fall off, but I'm definitely trying to get more than 65% of my snaps,
right?
With JJ out there. And then, it all depends, is Chandler fully invested? We've heard the rumors is, because, with a dude like Chandler, he's got a lot of integrity, but he might be thinking to himself, and we've been there all, JB, if this organization's care, I don't want to be here. I'm not putting my neck on the line for these dudes to a certain degree. So, maybe we get 75, 80% of Chandler. We got an older J.J. Watt on the other side. Obviously, Malcolm steps out on us at the last minute. My assumption is that Vance is thinking, you know what? I got to protect the back end of my defense, meaning my young cornerbacks. And, I got Buddha roaming back there. But out the box, his philosophy might be, I got to throw the kitchen sink to make sure I get there because I can't be letting these dudes run through my secondary. So It's going to be interesting. Along with that comes risk reward. If you don't get there, what happens? So I think we're going to see a lot of like I said, they're going to get there sometime, and sometime they're not. And when they don't, it could be ugly. We could see a lot of retreat and try to tackle from behind, that type of thing. So, and the other thing, and I'll set up after this, we all know we've been talking about the lack of what we were able to see during the preseason. If never before, it's going to take us a couple games to even know what we have because we haven't seen anything. So, we could be sitting there all talking out the side of our necks, but they could come out here and fly around like banshees, or they can look like the worst team we've ever seen in our lives. We'll find out over the next couple of weeks, I think.
Oh, buddy. Oh, man. JB, you got any additional thoughts on that?
Like I said, I know Cliff's influence sucks, right? With the cell phone breaks and all this shit and too goddamn cool for school, Cliff. Right? I just think that they got too much veteran coaching on that team, for that team to be trash, right? To come out and just look like shit, right? It's too much veteran coaching, this is still the NFL. We're not a team that just started, this ain't Cliff's first year. So, yeah, what Ed is saying, you're going to see Jacksonville look like that, right? You're going to see Jacksonville look like a complete shit, like for 4-5 weeks straight, right? Who else has just got a new coach, I don't think Philadelphia.
It's not going to be great.
You got golf, and of course you got a new coach. So teams that got new coaches, you can expect that, though.
Yeah,
you can expect that. So we're a veteran team, if you will, year 3. With a core nucleus. It's again, Cliff passed the clipboard again. Vance Joseph is an experienced defensive coordinator, right? So you're right. He do have to protect that backfield. He needs to do that anyway. He should have did that 2 years ago by just running more goddamn zone, right? The fucking football handbook says if you're going to blitz, you play zone behind it, right? Unless you fucking Bill Belichick and then you got a whole other answer for everything, right? So when he runs zero, he got answers for that shit, right? Vance ain't quite figured that out yet. So Vance, run 2, 3, cloud, 4, behind that blitz, right? All these things that you need to be running to make sure that we're protected. And of course, you're gonna see some wild sets out there. I think we're gonna see some Isaiah Simmons and some Hicks on the field at the same time, right?
Absolutely.
They're gonna be putting Isaiah. I really believe Isaiah Simmons is gonna be all over the place, right? But again, vanilla preseason. You want to keep things vanilla. You just want people to run around and make plays. See who gonna run and hit. Give these young cats some experience. Kyler Murray, they got to protect him because he's their investment. He can't play like that. He couldn't run around in preseason like that because he run the risk of getting hurt. And then we got to play fucking fake ass Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all missed that one, huh?
No, I didn't miss that. I didn't miss that.
Fake ass Tim Tebow.
I didn't miss that at all.
I don't even know what I do on our team. Like, I wonder who pitches. What kind of pictures he got of coaches, creeping out of some bitch's house, what kind of pictures he got?
He's got the dirt.
Earl,
speaking of the dirt, there's been a lot of talk about Mr. Scottsdale himself by you, by JB. We talk about this month, this 6 weeks. So, Earl, I've been waiting all day to ask you this question.
Who's that?
Will Cliff Kingsbury make it through the season, get fired in the season, or live to see another year, baby?
Oh, man, that's been the question, and a lot of people have been asking. But this is going to be, like I said, we're going to see this schedule going forward. Just the structure of the schedule puts them in a position where they're playing, except for Jacksonville in week 3, they're playing potentially playoff teams all the way to week, 7 or 8?
It's a hell of a division.
And it's a hell of a division. And they that's what scares me coming out of the gate. Now, the defense, you were talking about the defense earlier, they're going to be the bell cow of this team for the first few weeks. They're going to hold this thing. They might even win a game or 2 for this team. But the only thing that scares me is that the defense could be on the field a lot if the offense doesn't get going. So you're talking Cliff Kingsbury. What is your identity? What are we going to do? What are we? Are we a balanced team? Or are we just going to be spread them out and let's see if we can throw it around the yard? And that does not work in the NFL. And week 12 is our bye week. I'm going to bet that, of course, the front office is always loyal, so they're not going to get rid of them in the middle of the season. They always those guys, they don't never, I've never seen them doing it. Exactly. I've never seen them do things like that. But next year would definitely be the time if he was to go, if this season just goes in a crap hole. But I don't see it happening during the season.
Okay. Mitch, what do you think?
Actually, can I ask Earl a follow-up on that one?
Yeah.
What would a disappointment season for you, and what would make it seem like he actually did something? Would 9-8 be good enough to keep his job, or is that what you're saying?
No, because think about it. Cliff Kingsbury has been nothing but a 500 coach since he's been coaching, period. Go back to Texas Tech, right? But lingering around 500. Last year's record, 500. So, he'll be about right there again. So why would you accept mediocrity? He has to be in the playoffs with challenging for the division for him to be looking like, okay, he's busted out because he's got 3. This is his 3rd year. He should be rolling by now. And we're still trying to figure things out. So I don't know.
Hey.
So that's where I am with
it. He very well might get the axe, you know what I'm saying?
He could, but I ain't never seen Bidwell and them do things like that.
The guillotine, you know what I'm saying? Depends on
they waited the whole year for what's the dude's name? Wilkes. They let him stay there a whole dang year. So that's just the nature of this team. They just don't do things the conventional way they should be done, and that's why they struggle. They don't. I mean, when there's a free agent out there that right now we're struggling in the cornerback position. Man, any other team that's got the money and they would have went out there and got the name that's out there right now and put it on that damn team. What do? Nothing. Put some people on the practice squad. We'll be all right. I mean, they don't do what they're supposed to do, man.
And Earl, to your point, and JB, what you're saying about Bidwell, yeah, Kaima's had a pretty decent go of it, as a drafter, but will he get any more leash as a guy who's picking head coaches? Because if he whiffs on Wilkes and Kingsbury back to back, is he going to be paying for his own Yukons to take him home from the bar in Scottsdale? Because they ain't going to give him any more chances.
Nope.
I mean,
no, not at all, man.
3 strikes are out, baby.
But I already told y'all how that go. You know what I'm saying? Steve Keim and Michael Bidwell are boys. They like this.
Right.
And I ain't talking about their friends like they like this, bro.
Right.
Like they like fucking brothers, damn near. Right. Yep. So that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fellas, wrapping up this segment. Mitch, you alluded to it, so I'm going to throw it to you. The ESPN simulator for 2021 says the Birdgang is going to be 6-11 this year. Last year they were 8-8. So, Mitch, what is your final record for the Cardinals this year and why?
I was going to go with 9-8 on that one. I still think he's 500. Just like Earl was saying, I've never liked him because he had Patrick Mahomes and Baker Mayfield, and he was 500 the whole time. The only way I'm going to be happy is if they're at least 10 wins and beat the Rams one time. Sean McVay has his number. He needs to do something with Sean McVay. Just get 1 win, get to the 10 wins for me to be happy, but I only see 9 coming.
That's good.
JB?
Well, we got Matt Prater, so we're gonna get 10 wins.
Good point.
So we're gonna get 10 wins. All right. Let's just keep it a whole funky buck. Seattle ain't got enough weapons to beat us, right? Defensively, they're not the team they used to be. All right. They don't. Defensively, they're not the team they used to be, right? So we're gonna get Seattle this year. San Francisco, they got 2 quarterbacks. You got 2 quarterbacks, you got no quarterback, right? So they're going to have some fucking turmoil going on over there. I think Jimmy G going to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Do hoe shit, right? we going to be okay in the West, right? The only team we got to look out for, like Mitch said, we got to beat the Rams once, right? We have to beat them once. By hook or by crook, it don't matter. The rest of the teams, we going to favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, right? Defense is going to have to fucking do their thing, but we got Matt Prater, right? So, Matt Prater is going to win at least 3 games for us. I said when we got him in free agency, I said, well, that's 3 games we just won, right? Because how many games did we lose last year by less than fucking 3 points, by 3 points or less, or a field goal that we missed, 2 field goals during the course of the game we missed, and we lost the game by fucking 5 points. Yep. You got to look at this, right? And we didn't have the weapons that we had last year. So, come on, man. Like, Cliff, pass the fucking clipboard, man. You are the poison. You're the fucking problem.
Oh,
right?
My God.
Will Hall, the head coach of Southern Miss, right? My alma mater. We lost to South Alabama. We probably should have beat South Alabama. Now, this is a new regime, Will Hall. But Will Hall came from Tulane. He was one of the reasons why that offense is so good. We saw what Tulane just did. He was actually the one to recruit the quarterback that played with against Oklahoma. We saw what Tulane did. So Southern Miss is going to be just fine in the near future. But Will Hall said this. They asked him after practice, I said, you watch film. What was your assessment? He said, we got a really bad head coach, and we got to get that fixed.
Love it. Ed, what do you think? What's the record prediction for the year, sir?
Yeah, I went through the schedule on our show on Saturday, and I don't want JB coming through the screen to get me. But as I went through the record, I had him at 6-11, but I went and gave him an extra game for that one game that you just didn't think they were going to win, and they did. And I'm not as gung-ho on them. And I hope they prove me wrong, but I had them at 7-10 this year, very disappointing, and specifically just for the reason that JB has been talking about. I don't think Cliff has given up that clipboard, and I think he's going to, take it all the way through the season, and it's going to be a very disappointing year. And at some point, whether it's toward the end of the season, at the bye week, or if it's at the end of the year, I think he's going to be packing up his office. But 7-10 is where I have him.
Oh, buddy. Earl, what you think?
I went through the schedule just as Ed did this last weekend, and I came up with 6-11. And I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, man.
I'm going to tell you why. It's because the schedule just does not help them at all. They can come out of the gate 2-6. Look at this schedule. Titans lost, Rams lost, Niners twice. That could potentially be 2 losses. Browns, Packers, Seahawks, all almost in a row. There's no way I can see this team coming out of the gate trying to figure themselves out still, and those teams are on the docket. I don't know, man. I'm going to agree with Mitch when he said this. This is what has to happen for this season to turn instantly. They have to beat the Rams at least once. If they can do that, then I'll start to believe in the Arizona Cardinals, Ed. I'll start to believe. Because I'm telling you, that schedule and what I saw in preseason, the same old cookie cutter Cliff, I don't know, man. And these teams have got defenses. Rams defense, Niners defense, Browns got a defense, Packers got some good corners, Seattle defense crap, but they still hang with us when we play them. So I don't know, man. I came up with 6-11 just by looking at the structure of the schedule.
Yeah, and listen, I was with Ed originally when I took a look at this. When I saw the simulator and took a look at the schedule, I said 7-10 as well. But I'm going to be slightly more optimistic and bump that up to 8-9 because I do think the drunken golden toe is going to mule kick a couple 65-yarders and steal
the drunken
a couple. Yeah, I'm telling. Listen, former Lion, my man was down in pints on the sidelines in Denver before we got him. So you guys are lucky. He's one of the best kickers in the league. I was so pissed that the Cardinals got him and Detroit let him go, but you guys got him. I think he still holds the record currently for the longest field goal. I think it's a 65-yarder.
Yep, 65. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I think I think Prater alone, like JB kind of alluded to, I think Prater alone is going to steal you guys 1 or 2 and bring that to 8-9, just outside of the wild card. And I agree with Ed. I think you're going to see some nice movement on Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com in the greater Scottsdale area.
Yeah.
When Cliff goes to be a coordinator for Nick Saban or something. You know what these guys do. You know what time it is.
He ain't gonna sell that house. What you talking about? You paid cash for that motherfucker. He in Scottsdale.
Oh, Airbnb, baby.
Yeah,
Airbnb.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a bunch of celebrity parties in that motherfucker. Shit, why he coaching for Nick Saban?
You're right about that.
ASU gonna be needing another coach probably soon.
There you go.
Oh,
$4,000 a month. It's yours. Whoever's the Sun Devils coach. So that's it. Stay at the Birdgang. We will see what happens throughout the season. Of course, we're going to break down first, second, third, and fourth quarter with our guy, the special Birdgang correspondent, Sean McConnell. Shout out to you, Sean. We know you're watching 18 kids currently, so we know you're watching live. You can't be on, but it's all good, baby. You know we love you, the KSRN family. Shout out to my guy Will Tappan, and he says Texans how much a game
turned him into Phillip Rivers.
And the answer is,
I'm about to say that boy Phillip Rivers over here.
Texans tickets are about to go for a free membership to AARP if you get a ticket now. It's going to be $20 to sit in the third row for the Texans this year. So they're cheap.
Man.
Get ready. Head down to the
Titans play the Texans in Houston. And I'm a Titans fan. I ain't going to pay no money for Houston.
Yeah,
oh my God!
I would pay money to go to Houston. That's just to go to Houston, right? You know
right.
That's for the experience.
I'm talking about just going to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn
nothing about no game.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't discredit the city. All right,
Exactly.
let's
exactly.
just say the Texans, right? Say the Texans.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, pardon me. There's the Texans. All right.
Thank
So
you.
that's the Birdgang. Speaking of other teams, JB, we are getting into it right now with our NFL season Savage preview for 2021. Mitch, I've been so delighted and waiting to ask you this question because I feel like you're just going to give a remarkable answer. Mitch, as you know, we're not in a full-blown COVID year, but we are having some things and weird things happening with COVID and people getting on their soapbox and quarterback rooms getting infected and people in protocol and they can't practice and Cam Newton's getting cut and all this type of stuff. So, Mitch, this first question goes to you. Which team is most likely to get screwed over this year by the COVID protocol, my friend? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be your Titans?
Last year? Is this why you were waiting for me? Because the Titans last year? God.
Man.
I have to say, any team in Miami, I don't care what your percentage is of your COVID vaccinations, any team in Miami or in Florida is going to go and have a good chance of getting screwed over by COVID just because of their lax laws, or any team in Texas, even with those vaccinations. It's going to go down to the lax laws of the state. When they go out, they're going to be less protected than other states.
Okay. Well, give me a team. Don't give me what are you doing the political map like it's the election? Give me a team, Mitch, a team, baby.
I'm going to say I was going to say Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but somehow Tom Brady has the best luck in the world when it comes to health and everything, so it can't be.
It can't be Tampa Bay. They got a coach named Bruce Arians. Hell no.
So,
Oh, your ass.
Bruce will tow your ass. You know,
don't be that guy. He tells
don't be that guy.
They
Yeah, you out there.
Vaccination rate. I'm more worried about the lax Florida laws than I am the vaccine rate.
Really? Yeah, I feel you.
That's not going to be my pick, but Earl, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Vikings because Kirk Cousins don't want to get vaccinated. He's a quarterback of a team.
Mister, you like that?
That's a tough one right there.
You like that?
To be the leader of the team and don't lead by example, and say that team means everything and get vaccinated, that you can be a team the whole season. There's a chance he won't make it through a whole season. So I'm going with the Vikes.
Damn.
Okay. Ed, what do you think?
I reiterate what Earl just said. Vikings. I'm right there with you with Cousins. Setting the example. I mean, it's gonna run rabid through them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh man, I'm surprised no one said Buffalo with Hop Along Cole Beasley. But JB, what do you think? Is it going to be Buffalo or somebody else? The Florida Super Spreaders?
I'm putting the juju on the Rams. It's going to be the Los Angeles Rams. It's going to be the Los Angeles Rams because they're going to have a little success and they're going to get out there partying in L.A. With them nasties out there. You know what I'm saying? With them filthy McNasties out there.
Oh, my
God. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's how we're going to win the West right there by default. Right?
Oh, my God. Will says
Will saying the Ravens. Baltimore Wild.
I don't know, but you know what I'm going to say, and man, JB, I gotta clear my throat to say this. I'm sorry, baby. It's gonna be the Raiders in Vegas, licking escorts. Oh my God, dirty money out there.
Right.
Ooh,
out there in the big poker chip.
It's gonna be the Raiders, and Mike Mayock's gonna be back on the NFL Network before you know it, baby.
Mike Mayock.
Oh my God.
You know what?
All right.
William Butterfield, I love your answer as a Titans fan because I did not like what the Ravens did last year. Yes. You know what? I'm changing my answer. Ravens are getting COVID this year. Call it
the Ravens.
I like you from the Ravens. Oh my God. All right, JB, we've had a lot of talk about this on this fine program, and everybody gets hype on these rookie quarterbacks. They see them in the preseason. Oh my God, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, when are they going to put in Justin Fields? Will Trey Lance take over for Garoppolo in week 3? But, Dr. Bridges, in your opinion, which rookie quarterback is going to have the best overall season in 2021? Maybe not lighting up on all the stats, but the best overall season, in your opinion.
Mac Jones. Right?
Ooh,
Who? Yep. Mac Jones.
Good answer.
So
that's my pick.
Reason being is because the New England Patriots are smart and they're never going to put him in a bad situation. They're always going to make that offense fit for him. They're going to play good defense, good sound defense. They're going to run the ball. All right, and every once in a while, he's going to have to throw an 18-yard pass down the middle of the field to a son bitch wearing the 80 number, right?
Right.
Every once in a while, he's going to have to do that. But other than that, it's going to be rhythm, rhythm, hand it off, rhythm, shot play, rhythm, hand it off. Like, and the defense gonna get 1 or 2 turnovers a game, like far down off in the opposing field, and they're gonna score easy points. It's gonna be Mac Jones, you know what I'm saying? Now he might not get Rookie of the Year because he ain't gonna light it up stat wise,
Right.
Because he ain't gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? All he's gonna have to do is win. But I guarantee when it's all said and done, he's gonna have the most productive year in 2021, and probably gonna have the most productive year career as an NFL quarterback.
Ooh, Ed, that was a hell of a mic drop.
He's right on point.
Yeah, I'm there with Mac Jones too, primarily for every reason that JB said. You know, Belichick is going to groom him, try to put him in the best position he can, and utilize his talent. I'll say, you know, I don't want to repeat what JB said. The dude I feel the sorriest for is Trevor Lawrence over there in Jacksonville. He's going to be like a pinata out there. They're going to be, you know, taking swings at him like he's hanging from the tree. And, you know, obviously they lost ATN to start the season. You know, they don't have a running game to support him. And I know your boy Urban Meyer, I know he did it in college, but this is a new ball game, man. This is a different level. And I think even he's going to take some beatings along with his quarterback to start out with.
Okay, interesting. Mitch, what do you think?
My answer is going to be Mac Jones for me. Media is going to fall in love with Trey Lance, though. I think Trey Lance by the end of the year has one of those 2,700 passing yards, 800 rushing yards, has 24 touchdowns. He's going to be the one that wins Rookie of the Year. He's not going to get the most wins. Mac Jones is going to have the most force on it. But I think eventually Trey Lance ends up winning it, as much as I think Mac Jones will win it to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think overall it's going to be Mac, but I mean, much to my chagrin, being that he's an Ohio State dude and he's playing for the Bears, I'm actually pretty curious to see what Justin Fields does this year. Honestly, I mean, there were some suspect decision-making moments in the preseason, but obviously, you know, he's working with what he's working with. Kind of what Ed alluded to, that pinata factor may be the case, but the best oral answer, I agree, is Mac Jones. JB, look at someone in the brain.
Guys, let's please remember that Justin Fields plays for the Bears and Matt Nagy. All right.
Oh,
I am a firm believer that Matt Nagy is the problem.
Screw it up. Screw it up.
You ain't gonna argue me from me. I'm just talking about Fields.
Fields can only do what Fields can do. Matt Nagy put him in fucked up situations. He ain't gonna be able to do much, right? Point blank, period. He ain't gonna be able to do shit. So Matt Nagy is the problem. Risky Trubisky went out there and did their ass dirty in the preseason, right? Did them filthy, right? I'm talking about just easy money. He out there just shaking and baking, moving and shotting, threading the needle. Like, who the hell is this cat? He was there the whole time, but dickhead fucked him over. So I don't think Justin Fields is in a real good situation. Everybody keep talking about Justin Fields. Justin Fields ain't did shit this preseason. He threw a wide open pass to a receiver Stevie Wonder could have threw, and he ran a fucking touchdown, and everybody went crazy. Like, we never questioned his arm strength, and we never questioned the fact that he can run. So, look, you're going to have to show me. I know for a fact, we talked about Mac Jones, where he's at, he's in a great situation. Justin Fields is not in a great situation. Trevor Lawrence is in a bad situation, right? Trey Lance is in a decent situation because same thing with Shanahan. Shanahan is going to call a bunch of move around, run around, sprint, throw, you know what I'm saying, misdirection. All that shit is, motherfucker, goddamn, a quarterback at Pinnacle High School right now can run the goddamn offense Shanahan got, right? So, of course, Trey Lance is going to have success, right? Who was yeah, and then let's talk about the little kid over there in New York, right? Who they? My God!
Let's just keep it.
My God! They done called this kid Rookie of the Year, and
you got them compared. They got him compared to Rodgers.
Why do they act like this kid has a skill set that we've never seen before?
I don't know where that's coming from.
He's actually a lower level skill set.
That's a bad situation. You
15 to 20 quarterbacks that have been in the league in the last 6 years. He's a lower level at the skill set. What are these people saying? Oh, his poise and the way that he had nobody throw the damn ball too. Poise. That's why you hold the ball in poise.
JB, look, bottom line is I agree with you. I just feel like Justin Fields is going to make let me rephrase that. He's going to make the best out of a bad situation, out of anybody. Mac Jones already got the red carpet laid out for him. He's got the infrastructure. But Justin Fields, I feel like, is going to utilize his talent the best to make the best out of a bad situation. Trey Lance, like you said, you already know what it is. And fucking, what's homeboy's name, Zach Wilson? Your mom's hot. We'll talk about it later. All right. Now,
Hey,
Earl, I'm waiting. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, let me just say this, just to add to the conversation here. I mean, any coach can make any rookie quarterback look successful in the preseason. Any coach can do that. And so what we've seen in the preseason shouldn't say much of anything. But I will say this, JB hit it, and he hit it on the nose that it's going to be Mac Jones, and for all those reasons why. Look at Mac Jones and go back to Brady's combine picture and match him up. And look at that. This dude is carbon copy of Brady.
Just watching him walk out when he got drafted in that big ass suit, you know what I'm saying? Looking like Malcolm Little, you know what I'm saying? Walking to the motherfucking club with that big ass zoot suit on, you know what I'm saying? Like
carbon copy of Brady, man. Now Brady was a 6th round pick. Now Belichick went on and got him a 1st rounder. Man, that dude gonna be New England is restarting over for the next 10 or 15 years to be on top of the freaking league again, man. That system is everything. It's the system. You don't have to have no superstar quarterback. The system turned Brady into a superstar. I'm gonna keep saying that because that's the damn truth.
His skills developed as he got older, and it
developed, but that system helped him along.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he developed because of the system.
Exactly.
He developed because of the system. They tapered it to his skill set, and he
now this kid's got a little bit of skill already. Oh man, watch out! That dude's gonna be on top of the league real quick.
Yep.
Don't be surprised. Bucks and Patriots in the Super Bowl. Don't be surprised.
Oh my God! All right, Earl. Speaking of delusion, I've been waiting to ask you this question. Oh, we've talked about on the podcast. You've heard the rumblings. You've heard the grumblings. There's the criminal suits, the civil suits, the whole thing happening. So Earl, you tell me, will Deshaun Watson get on the commissioner's list, get traded, or simply not play in 2021? What is your prediction?
My question first is, what the hell was Houston doing to begin with, allowing him to come into training camp, knowing he wasn't going to train and work out? The whole damn thing is a cloud over his head, the organization's head. Let that kid go to take care of his business. Let him sit out. I don't think he's going to play a football. I don't think he's going to play it down this year. Simple as that.
Mitch, what do you think? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. I think I don't like this question because no matter what, I don't like it. I think he's going to get traded, and once he gets traded, he'll be put on the commissioner's list, so he can't play in 2021. All three of them. That's what's going to happen.
What idiot would do that trade?
I don't know. Some idiot that's desperate to win next year.
Like,
who has a don't you dare. Do not dare do that.
Ryan Tannehill for Watson, straight up.
Who has a job like the Washington football team? Would you put a football team with that defense to put up a risk for next year?
Nice.
After Patrick here this year to have Deshaun Watson, would you put that past them?
That's actually a nice spot for him, actually, to be honest.
That's a real nice landing spot.
Yeah, that would be a perfect
And it's also a great landing spot.
Yeah, with the coach too. Oh man, that's a perfect spot for him. Yeah,
it's also a great landing spot for one Cam Newton too.
Yes, it should be the next spot for Cam Newton, but it's not going to happen. Ron Rivera had to go ahead and brush that under the dirt. He's like, I ain't going to answer that. I ain't going to do that.
Oh my goodness! All right, fellas, we've reached the time. We have now reached the part of the Savage preview right before we get into our rapid fire Savage picks for your predictions for year 7. That's right, count them, 7. AFC and NFC playoff teams. Now remember, statistically, half of the teams from the previous year will not make it this year. Last year, you saw the Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Titans, Ravens, Browns, and Colts, and then the Packers, Saints, Hawks, Washington football team, Bucks, Rams, and Bears. So JB, starting with you, sir. AFC, who are your 7 AFC playoff teams this year, good sir?
AFC East, Buffalo Bills. AFC North, Cleveland Browns. AFC South, Tennessee Titans. AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs. All right. Wild card, we got Indy, Baltimore, New England. All right. AFC champion, Kansas City. Easy money.
Gotcha. Okay. So what, you have Bills, Browns, Titans, Chiefs, and who are your 2 wild cards?
3 wild cards this year.
Oh, 3. Right. Who are your 3?
Yeah. So I got Indy, Baltimore, New England.
Indy, Ravens, and New England, baby. And then the Chiefs coming out. All right. Ed, what are your thoughts, sir?
Man, give me a second. Let me catch up here. I didn't even realize we were doing that one. I gotta go.
Oh, good. I'll pass it to Earl then.
Okay, go ahead.
Mike, pass the mic.
Okay, I'm gonna go in the NFC. Of course, the Bucks are gonna be on top of that. Then I'm gonna go Washington football team. I'm gonna go Rams.
Are you doing NFC? You're doing it. Give me
all
AFC.
NFC. Oh, you're doing AFC? Oh, my bad. My bad.
You're good.
My baddest. AFC, I'm gonna go, of course, Bills on top. Patriots will be next to them. Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, and then I don't think anybody. Well, somebody has to win from that last division. Colts will go again. So that's my 6.
Gotcha. Mitch, what do you think?
So in no particular order, I'll go Chiefs. I'll go Steelers, Titans.
Steelers, interesting. All right.
Yeah, I have faith in the Steelers. What's the division I'm missing right now? Chiefs, Steelers, Titans.
East, West, North, South.
I wish I wrote these down right now.
You already said Titans, did you?
Yeah, I said Titans.
Yeah, we knew he was gonna say the Titans.
Yeah, that's the South.
Hey, I mean, when you're going up against, I don't know what quarterback Colts have anymore at this point with that injury.
I mean, I'm not banging on you. We knew he was gonna say the Titans. I said the Titans.
Yeah, that's 6 easy wins right there in that division alone.
Exactly. That's
I said the Titans. Shit.
Yeah.
So then I'll go Browns, Ravens, Colts, and am I missing one?
I think that's 7, right? Or is that 6?
I think it was 7.
Yeah. All right. We'll Mitch, you're in parts unknown. We're gonna count that as 7. Ed, what do you got?
The whole point is
crazy.
that's where I'm going with it.
Most people you can't count to 7 no way, Mitch. Right?
Oh, no.
I was using my toes. It was really hard. I had my fingers.
Oh man.
That's messed up.
Oh man. All right, Ed. We gave you a second.
I got Buffalo, Baltimore, Tennessee, Kansas City, Cleveland, New England, and the Chargers.
Oh, I forgot New England. That was the other one. You're right.
You're right. That was 7. That's 7. So all right. So I got Bills, Browns, Titans, Chiefs, Chargers, Pats, and Ravens are going to be my 7 in the AFC. But people counting on the Chargers, man. I don't even know what's going on, man. Herbert's about to light it up. Keenan Allen. I love it. All right, now Earl, the NFC. What are you thinking? Good sir.
Yeah, Bucks, Washington football team, Rams, Niners, Packers, Seahawks, and then there's going to be a toss-up between Cowboys and Vikings for that last spot. So I'm gonna go Vikings.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Mitch, what are you thinking in the NFC?
In the NFC, I got Rams also, and then 49ers actually being healthy for once, sneaking in there somehow. And then I got then I got the Saints with the Buccaneers being wild card again. And I'm going to go with that worst to first scenario with also the Panthers sneaking in on that one.
Ooh, tasty.
Yeah, I think
interesting.
I think Sam Bradford has some weird resurgence because I believe in the Adam Gase effect. When everyone leaves Adam Gase, they're somehow superstars. So I'm going to stick with that one.
Okay.
And then
one more, I think, right? Or 2 more.
The 2 division winners will be the Washington football team. And what's the other division?
The North, Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Yeah, Packers.
Okay, word. All right. JB, what are you thinking?
It's painful, Mitch. All right, so we got the G-Men in the NFC East.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. The Green Bay Packers coming out of the North, of course. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming out of the South. And out of the West.
Okay, here we go. Super Bowl predictions for the Cardinals.
I gotta roll with my crew now. I ain't say all that.
God.
I ain't say all that.
You said that last year, though.
Wild card, Rams. You know what I'm saying? Panthers. I'm with you on that one. You know what I'm saying? And I think Seattle sneaks in. I got no faith in San Francisco. I'm sorry. I think they're gonna be hurt up again this year. Deebo Samuels is a great player, but I think he's a hurt guy. And then, of course, you got 2 quarterbacks. You got no quarterback, right? And then, of course, coming out of the NFC, I got Tampa Bay. You got the exact same team that was on the field last year.
Exactly.
With more experience, right? So, yeah.
Now, JB, just to clarify, do you have the Rams winning the West, or do you have the
No,
Cards winning the West?
I got the Cards winning the West and Rams going
And
wild
the Rams
card.
in the wild card. Oh,
Yep.
Wow, okay.
Oh, Ed, what do you think? That's
Yep.
Oh, wait,
said
let me
it.
ask,
take, baby.
since you just said that, let me ask, is that going to be a repeat of how the NFC East looked last year? How they going to win it? Is that how the Cardinals going to win it?
Yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying?
You remember how
All
the
that.
NFC East looked last year?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody was like
Look.
5-4, 6 and something. Is that how they going to win it?
Yeah, like that. I'm telling you. Like that.
JB, I'm a big Debo fan too. Have you seen a player who runs like he's not afraid to get injured as much as that player who gets injured every time he runs like he's not afraid to get injured? Like, I feel like that dude runs more of a manly man than any NFL player, and he gets injured every time for it.
Yeah, you gotta literally get your pass down. Like Debo just be running like
Crazy.
He taking his name too far, right? And it's way more Debos on
Debo.
the field than you, right? It's just way more Debos on the field than you. This is what it is, right? Way more Debos, bro. Right?
Oh my God, Ed, who are your 7 out of the NFC, sir?
I got Washington, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Rams, San Fran, Seattle, and New Orleans.
Okay, perfect. And I got Bucks, Rams, Packers, Washington football team, Squawks, Niners, and Panthers are going to be my 7. All right, here we go. Here it is, JB. Your Super Bowl LVI picks, and the champion last year, the Bucks and Chiefs, and them Chiefs got schmitted 31-9. Super Bowl picks and a winner, sir.
I already said it. Tampa Bay and KC.
The rematch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a part 2. It's gonna be a part 2, and it's gonna be the same result.
Oh no!
Hey, so let's just think about Andy Reid and his consistency, right? He took the Philadelphia Eagles to the NFC Championship 4 times. He literally just rebuilt the same team over there in Kansas City, right? The same kind of way, same structure, same playmakers in the same positions, same spots. You know what I'm saying? He just has a upgraded Donovan McNabb, dare I say, because let's not forget Donovan McNabb was a fucking dog on the football field, period. So, yeah, I mean, look at the consistency there. So KC they're not gonna run through, you know what I'm saying, AFC, but ain't nobody gonna beat them when it's crunch time, right? And not in the AFC. And then of course Tampa Bay, man, I think they're gonna be kind of sloppy in the beginning, but shit, I think they're gonna get it together, and then again they'll be right back in the dance.
Okay, so Chiefs Bucks rematch, but the Bucks win it again. Is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, Ed, what do you think?
Sounds boring, but I like what JB said. I mean, you know, Tom, in normal situations, you would think, you know, the Bucks would sit around getting fat off that victory and, you know, come back sloppy. Nah, Tom got them boys ready. He's been there, done that with New England for a lot of years. He's gonna have them dudes ready, even more prepared for this year. Mm-hmm. And on the other side, I just think the amount of talent that the Chiefs have, you know, they'll rise to the top in the very difficult AFC. Buffalo will push them a little bit, but I think Kansas City, once again, I do see the same outcome. I see a repeat champion with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, Mitch, what are you thinking?
So I'm going completely different here. I'm going with a historic route. Remember, the last time an NBA season was shortened, LeBron James won it. Then they shortened it again for COVID. LeBron James won it. History repeats itself. Last time there was a hurricane in New Orleans, the Saints won it. I'm going with the Saints winning the Super Bowl this year.
Jesus Christ.
Tom Brady struggles with mediocre quarterbacks in the playoffs. He almost lost to Tyler Heineke last year. Jameis Winston's going to smoke his ass in the playoffs this year. And then the Saints beat the Colts that year in the Super Bowl. The other AFC South team I have is the Titans. Sadly, the Titans are losing in the Super Bowl team to the New Orleans Saints in that Jameis Winston. They were drafted the same year. It is history waiting to happen. I almost made it through smiling. I'm sticking with it.
Mitch, you know, they made a show about people like yourself out there that live in like remote areas, you know what I'm saying, where ain't nothing going on. It's called Breaking Bad, right? It was a whole series.
He's off that Heisenberg, baby.
I
receiver there.
I think you might be, y'all cooking that stuff up out there. You got to wear a mask when y'all cooking that stuff out because you inhaling a little too much of it.
Oh my God, Earl, you're back. Who are your Super Bowl teams and who's your winner? Earl, can you hear me? Earl, where you at, baby? You muted, baby. Oh, speaking of meth. Oh, can't hear or see. Oh my God, we still can't hear you, Earl. Something's happening. Oh, he's not there. Still not hearing him.
Marvin said, "What's going on?"
All right. Well, while Earl figures that out, I'm going the Bucks, but don't accuse me of being off that meth because I feel like this is more realistic. Finally, the world almost ended, JB. COVID almost took everybody out, and I think it's high time. No, I'm not talking about the Browns, as Mitch tried to make that LeBron comparison. I'm talking about after years of curses, the Buffalo Bills make the Super Bowl and defeat the Bucks in jankified fashion by plot twist, a last-second field goal to win the game over Tom Brady. In a spirited contest, I have the Bills defeating the Bucks in Super Bowl LVI. Earl, are you there? Can we hear you? We still can't. Oh my God, this is like a bad satellite feed. Jesus Christ, you can log out and log back in, baby.
What the hell?
Oh my God.
Okay,
all right.
Crackpot theory, but how many times did Tom Brady lose to the Bills when he was there for 20 years? That's my question.
Like never? I mean, you're the stat guy. You can look that up.
I mean, I can remember 3 times.
I like that, Johnny. 47-yard field goal. Yeah.
47-yard field goal.
Yeah. All right, look, while Earl gets his shit together in his crazy ass KSRN studio, we're burning the midnight oil. So God damn it, we are going to get right to it here with week 1 Savage picks, starting with Thursday night football. And it's the ding. How about them cowgirls? I mean, them cowboys taking on Tom Brady's TB Tampa Bay avocado pliability ass Buccaneers with the whole squad coming back.
Avocado tequila,
and the line is coming back 7.5 for TB. Ed, who do you like in Thursday Night Football, first regular season game of the year, sir?
Man, I like Tampa. I mean, Dallas. We talked about it earlier, JB, with basically country club style. Man, them dudes ain't got no hunger, no fire. You watch them all. I didn't watch any of that BS on Hard Knocks, but man, them dudes are too soft. And Dak, he's coming back from that ankle, no opportunity to test it in a preseason, even just to get out there and get a couple handoffs in. So, man, I think Tom Brady and them going to run through them boys. 8 is a generous number for me.
Ooh, okay. Might be a betting line. JB, what do you think?
Oh, yeah, man, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to roll with, them Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, man. They playing at home, first and foremost. People have been hungry for football. They playing down there in Raymond James. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to rain a little bit. So it's going to be stanking conditions. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little moist. So it's going to be a little moist down there. You know what I'm saying? Perfect Tampa Bay Buccaneer football. They're going to get down and dirty, and they're going to run Dallas all in the ground and run their ass all up out of South Florida.
Okay. Mitch, what are you thinking, sir?
So if they're going by spread, I actually have the Cowboys. If we're going by victory, I'm going Buccaneers because
we go victory.
Tom Brady at the first month of football has the worst record than he does in any other month of football when you look at his stats and all that stuff.
This is true.
This is true. I do think Cowboys will keep it closer than we think they will, but it's not because they're better than we think they are. It's because somehow they're not as good this month than they will be in January or December.
This is facts. Okay, Earl, can we hear you now, sir? And we can't hear him now. Oh my God, this man runs a whole network and we can't even hear him. Good God Almighty! All right, Earl, we got it. We got to keep this thing moving.
Just write it down. You got to write it down and hold it up.
Yeah, you got to hold us on like a hostage video, sir.
Write it down. And hold the sign up.
Oh my God! All right, we're keeping this thing moving. Ed, it's the Steelers at the Mafia, the Bills Mafia home opener, and the line is 6.5 for the Bills at home. Ed, Steelers at Bills. What you thinking, sir?
I like Buffalo in this one. If this game was in Pittsburgh, I might give them more of a chance to win this one. But, and Buffalo, I think going to ride Allen. I don't know how much Ben has left in the tank. We'll see. But just, on paper right now, I got to go with Buffalo at home.
Okay. Bizzle, what you think, sir?
Man, Mafia. I know they're going to be, they're going to, like, the defense is supposed to be healthy now, and, Watt's supposed to be healthy and all this other shit, and they got Najee, and like Ed said, Big Ben Roethlisberger needs to sit his ass down and eat some Uncle Ben's rice, right? And let this new breed come on in and play this game. That's not to say that Pittsburgh won't be hell from week 5 on. But right now, I think the Bills coming back with the veteran team, Josh Allen just got paid. They got everything in place, right? So, yeah, they'll dust them boys off real good.
Yeah, and a big question for the Steelers, are they going to finally work it out with TJ Watt for him to get him in the field? Mitch, Steelers at Bills, what you think? Picking a winner, not the line, sir.
Yes, I'm picking Pittsburgh, almost the exact opposite reason JB is. Mainly, I don't trust Josh Allen as much. And at the beginning of the year, I'm going to trust the defense more than I trust the offense on top of everything. I have faith in that Pittsburgh defense. I think Deontay Johnson is going to pick his drop problem up, and I think they're going to win this game.
Okay. And Earl, are you there? Can we hear you? Oh, my God, we can't. All right, we're keeping
Where
it
you sign at?
Oh, my God, where you sign at, man? You got to have a hostage video. All right, we're keeping it moving here.
How is it that I have horrible signal, yet Earl's the one that can't?
Yeah, Mitch is in a cave right now, and he has to come on now.
Mitch is literally on a mountain in the mountain that separates goddamn Nevada and goddamn Arizona. He's at the top of that bitch with a recliner.
Oh, my God.
With a recliner and a hanger. He's with a recliner and a hanger, holding his phone like this.
He really is. He really is.
Go wrong with
trying to get close to the tower.
Throwing it out there. If you want to send me a recliner, go ahead, do it. I will take gifts from the JB fans.
It'll melt out there. It'll melt.
All right, we got to keep moving. All right, Mitch. It's the BUMS bums. Oops, I mean the JETS Jets taking on JB's former employer, Cat Scratch Fever.
Cat Scratch Fever.
The Panthers out there in Charlotte, and the line is 5 for the Panthers. Mitch, who do you have, sir?
I got the Panthers. I already said they're my wild card. This is one of the reasons why they're facing the Jets. Sam Bradford is going to throw 4 touchdowns in this game, and he's going to have a resurgence against.
You say Sam Bradford? You mean Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold, yes. That's who I meant. My bad. Sorry.
We know what you meant.
The other horrible light quarterback.
Oh, my God. JB, who do you got?
Come on, man. Cat Scratch Fever, bro. Like, strictly because of the defense alone. Now, Darnold's going to get out there and do some good things. I got faith in the quarterback, the head coach for the Panthers. Man, this dude has come in from the college ranks, and he's proven that he has matured as a coach. He said, look, I know that I'm coaching men now, and I'm going to treat you as men. It's about accountability. He's really putting together a good squad over there. Is Marty Herney still over there as a GM? Is he still there? Whoever the GM is over there.
It's something Teppers.
They're doing a good job.
Well, that's the owner. That's the owner. Yeah, it's a new owner.
Oh, yeah. Then he fired the GM. I don't know who it is, though.
Exactly.
Yeah. But look, either way it goes. All right, they're doing a good job, okay? Yeah. And Cat Scratch Fever. Here's what it is.
All right. And then, Ed, who do you got?
I don't trust anything Jets. They couldn't even pick the right quarterback in the draft.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm going to Carolina.
Damn. There it is. Ed, throwing it back to you. It's the Urban Meyer-led Jags against the empty stands in Houston. And the line's 2.5 for the Jags. Ed, who do you have, sir?
Man, Tyrod Taylor. Trying to make a comeback, huh?
Come on, Tyrod. No more lung punctures. No more lung
I was going to say, no pregame needles or anything like that. Man, this is going to be an ugly game right here. This is one of the ones, if it was the only game on, I'd be watching tennis or something like that.
Hey, tennis is way better than this shit.
I'm just saying. I'll go Houston just because they're at home. I don't even know this one. Golly, it's going to be ugly.
JB, who do you think?
Jacksonville. All right. And that's going to be one of the only games they win. So, they go, you know what I'm saying? I think Trevor Lawrence makes a couple things happen with his feet. Houston has no identity, man. They have nothing. Tyrod Taylor is a solid quarterback at best, but he's never really just been a good quarterback. I'm sorry. Let's just call a spade, right? And then for all the other bullshit they got going on in Houston, He barely got anybody to throw the ball to. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, Jacksonville all day.
Facts. Just for the record, I have Panthers in the last game, and I also have the Jags in this one. Mitch, what do you think? Is there Jags or Texans?
I got the Jaguars because they have the element of surprise. That Jaguars can look at film from Teddy Bridgewater and realize he's going to throw 15 for 22 for 111 yards and 1 touchdown, and he's going to run for 20 yards. They see that film all the time, yet Texans can't really look at the film of what Jaguars are going to do. That'll give them the slight advantage to win this god-awful game that no one's going to watch. If a tree falls in a forest, it'll really fucking fall.
Oh, my God. All right,
Houston Houston has Tyrod Taylor, man, not fucking Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep, that's who I meant. Same stat line. It doesn't matter.
Teddy, 2 gloves.
Same damn stat line.
All right. 2 gloves. All right. Speaking of starting fights, Mitch and JB, the time has come. The Birdgang is at the Tighten Up Titans, and the line is 3 for Mitch's Titans at home. Mitch, why do your Titans win?
Why am I the one that starts this? I wanted to fight JB, not JB fight me, but all right.
Yeah.
So
come out swinging.
I actually think this game's going to be better than most people think it is. I think that Titans defense sucks. The only thing that I have going is the Titans are really good with their opening week, especially when they're at home. In the last 7 years, by the way, they had a 2-14 season in their last 7 years. They've only lost 1 time in the home opener. I don't remember what game it was, but they did also beat a 14-2 Chiefs at home that year. They're really good at it. I give it to them just because of the history of that. I like Mike Vrabel. J.J. Watt cannot stop Derrick Henry. We saw that with Houston Texans. I think Titans win mainly based off of history and the fact that they're coming ready. I think it'll be closer than people give it credit for, though.
All right, JB, why the Birdgang?
Matt Prater.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's just
it. I can't argue that. That's amazing.
This is what's going to happen early in the season, right? This is how we're going to hang on and somehow go at least 3-3 over the first 6 games, right? We're gonna have to fill ourselves out. But I think our defense is a lot better than people give it credit for. We keep talking about J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is not playing football on first downs for our defense, right? J.J. Watt will come in on 2nd and long and 3rd down. He is not playing on first down. I will say it again. So we got to worry about J.J. Watt stopping nobody, right? What's going to happen is we got a young linebacker in college who's going to fly around and hit. We're going to swarm. We're going to have to swarm to get to that big son bitch because if you don't, he is going to run through you like crap through a goose. We get it, right? So with Julio being there, that's probably the only person that I'm just concerned with. That's like, this motherfucker finna sky ass up, right? I feel like our defense can stop Travis Henry. If y'all didn't have Julio, I really think we'd beat y'all by a lot. But with Julio being there, yeah, you're right, it's going to be closer than we think. And I think we're going to get that 3-point advantage because of, as Benny refers to the old man as a drunken toad, Matt Prater.
So also, with your logic, JB, I think that's also your problem with J.J. Watt because if Derrick Henry, J.J. Watt not out there, if he's running 5-6 yards on first down because J.J. Watt ain't there, how easy is it for Julio?
No, we got this big gigantic African defensive lineman. I can't remember his name, right? With arms that look like a fucking silverback gorilla. Yeah, he ain't gonna run over there either. Because ain't nobody y'all got on offense. He gonna do this, and it's gonna be over. Your tackle gonna be sitting there doing this shit, and next thing you know, he gonna be riding Henry's race, and here comes Collins and little young Isaiah smacking that boy up, and next thing you know, it's a 1-2 yard game, and y'all got to.
All right, Ed. Who you got?
What?
I got Titans, and I think identity wise, we know what Tennessee's going to come out and try to do. They're going to try to establish the run. I'm still waiting to see what the identity of our offense is going to be, and I think it's going to be a little sluggish to start out with. And it might be it's going to be a really sloppy game. I just think Cardinals come up a little short on that one.
Okay, well, listen, I'm gonna have faith, and I'm taking the Birdgang with some late Jacobification to make it happen. All right, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Ed, it's your EAGLES Eagles, JB's drafting squad against the Dirty Birds of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They got old boy Pitts, they got Ridley. Oh, they're reloaded, and they're giving the line to the Falcons. So, Ed, Eagles at Falcons. Who do you have?
I got the Falcons in this one. This might be one of the only games throughout the entire year that they actually look like they outmatched the other team because the Philadelphia Eagles roster and their head coach in his first NFL coaching job is going to be, I think he's going to be in over his skis for at least a couple to 3 weeks trying to figure it out. And I just think Falcons will win this one, not handily, but they'll control this game, I think, with Matty Ice back there.
Gotcha. JB, who are you thinking?
I have a saying when it comes to Atlanta Falcons: the Falcons gonna Falcon, right?
Falcon.
I think Jalen Hurts makes enough plays to beat them by less than 3 points. It's gonna be a barn burner, right? I just feel like the Eagles, and again, like I said, Jalen Hurts makes a few plays with his legs. They win it late. I got Philly winning this one.
Okay, Mitch, who you got?
You know how there's always one team that looks amazing week 1, and then they go and ruin Vegas for a week, and everyone's like, yeah, you just take the spread against them. I think Falcons dominate the Eagles in this one, the same reason that Chargers beat Baltimore that one year, because they played cover 6 the entire time and made sure Hurts couldn't run, or they made sure Jackson couldn't run. I think that's going to be exactly what they do. They're going to dominate at every level. They're going to win by a large number, and then you go the next week, and then you bet Atlanta to lose, and you're going to win a shit ton of money from Vegas.
Yeah, I agree. Falcons going to look amazing in week 1, and I'm picking them as well. All right, fellas, be careful on my heart. It's the Niners against my Kitties, and the line is 7.5 for my Kitties at home. I will start this one off. We got to pick our teams this year, and if the Lions win, they're going to win on TOP, time of possession, dink and dunk, some nice action from Swift, and I don't know, maybe Jimmy G going Jimmy G. I don't know. So I got my Kitties, but JB, what say you, sir? JB. Oh.
I think the defensive backfield of the 49ers is a liability, right? To be honest with you, I think they got one really good linebacker, and they just paid him a bunch of money. And as far as the defensive line, I don't think they're very good. So I don't think San Francisco is as good as people think they are, right? And then, of course, on offense, I'm going to say it again, they got 2 quarterbacks, meaning they have no quarterback, right? So I think we're going to see a sloppy-ass, we know exactly what the fuck you going to do ass offense from San Francisco. If you know where 4 is at, you know where the ball is going, point blank period, right? And he ain't changed that since he's been a head coach Shanahan. So I think, and I know for a fact that it's one of the jankiest places in the fucking America to play, all right, on Sunday morning, right? Don't nobody want to play Detroit on Sunday morning. That shit is fucking horrible, right? So the 49ers going to go in there thinking it's going to be a dog walk, and before you know it, they're going to be down fucking 15 points. They're going to be like, man, what the fuck just happened? And by that time, everybody in Detroit going to be done woke up and flooded forward field. So third quarter on, it's going to be loud as fuck in that bitch. And it's going to really be a home game. And then next thing you know, we're going to be hearing the shit on ESPN how Detroit got the W.
Okay, so you're picking the Kitties.
I'm picking the Kitties.
All right. Mitch, real quick, who you got?
I believe the same thing you believe, Benny, that Detroit's going to win with time of possession with their new running back, DeAndre Swift. I'm not bought into DeAndre Swift, though. I do not see what everyone sees with him. I'm sorry. I have 49ers winning this one.
All right. Ed, I know you're yawning, but who you got?
Even though Dan Campbell's going to have him over there biting kneecaps off and shit like that.
And Campbell.
I got San Fran.
God damn it. All right. Ed, throwing it back to you. It's the LA Chargers, Justin Herbert, the high-powered offense, the new coach against the Washington football team. And the line is this is the weirdest line I've ever seen. 1 for the Chargers on the road. Ed, who do you got in this one?
Yeah, this one I don't understand this one myself either. Washington, that defense, Chargers going over to the East Coast. I'm gonna go out. It's not going out on a limb. I'm gonna take the Washington football team in this one in a slight upset.
Okay, Mitch, rapid fire. Who you got?
God. So if Fitzpatrick wins this one, we're getting Fitzmagic for the first 8 weeks.
Oh,
if he
my
loses
God.
this one, we're getting Fitzmagic for the last 8 weeks of NFL. But I'm going to go with Justin Herbert smart enough to win this, and Chargers defense is just good enough to outsmart Ryan Fitzpatrick on this one. God, it's a good pick 'em, though.
I love it. I got the Chargers, too. JB, who you got?
I got the Washington football team. I think that defensive line is just too fucking nasty, right? Discipline in the run game, and when somebody getting after the quarterback, Herbert gonna be ducking. He gonna be needing a fucking haircut after this motherfucker.
Oh my God.
I love the -1 line. It's good for a pick 'em on this game.
Yeah, there you go. All right, keeping the rapid fire going, JB. It's the Squawks, division rival, the Seahawks at the Colts. Mitch's nemesis, the Colts, and the line is 2.5 for the Squawks on the road. Who you got, sir?
Well, seeing as how Indianapolis is I don't know. I feel like they kind of beat up, right? They got some key injuries. I'm gonna go with Seattle just because Russell gonna do Russell things, and they still got their playmakers. I think they're gonna be okay. I just don't think their defense is very strong, but I think that Seattle end up getting the win, probably by a little more than 2.5 points. So
okay, I like it. I agree. I'm taking the Squawks as well. But Ed, who do you got?
Seattle. I like them a little more than I do Indy.
All right, Mitch, how about you?
Seattle due to Colts injuries.
Yep, I agree. So we'll keep it moving. It's the COVID-tested Minnesota Vikings headed out to play the Bungles, and Joe Burrow back from tearing all sorts of ligaments. He's got some new receivers and guys play with Jamar Chase. Is he going to hang on to the ball? Mitch, Vikings at Bungles. The line is 3 for the Vikings. Who do you have, sir?
I would be more confident with the Vikings if Irvin was over there. Swervin Irv Smith. If he was still on there, I'd be more confident. I'm still going to give it to Minnesota. I have zero faith in Kirk Cousins, but I have zero faith in the Bengals organization. So I'm going with the Vikings.
Okay. JB, who do you got?
Man, I'm rolling with the Vikes on this, man. The Vikes going to get the win. Defensively, I think they're just too good for the Cincinnati Bengals right now.
Yeah, I agree. I want the Bungles to win, but God damn it, the Vikings are going to get a week 1 win. And Ed, what do you think?
Hand the ball to Cook about 35 times, they'll win.
Yep.
Yeah, and they'll do it.
Yep. All right, JB, you alluded to it with Mac Jones and Bill Belichick. It's the student versus the master. The Brian Flores-led Miami Dolphins heading into a Tom Brady-less Foxborough, and the line is 2.5 for the we're the Patriots. For the Patriots at home, JB. Fins at Patriots. Who you got?
I'm actually gonna roll with the Dolphins on this one, man. I think that the Dolphins right now are the more polished team. I feel like after week 3, New England is going to be a snowball rolling downhill. But they're going to have to get to that point. Of course, the rookie is going to struggle a little bit. It's the NFL. It's week 1. He's going to be playing against starters. It's going to be a different vibe than the preseason. Now, of course, they're still going to put him in good position, but he has to settle into that role as their starting quarterback. So I think Miami go ahead and gets the little win on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I got the Dolphins based on the early season matchup, like you said, getting Mac Jones acclimated. Ed, who do you got?
I got New England at home. I just until it's like you said, the master against the student, and I think Bill's got a couple tricks up his sleeve. He'll save and for those crucial moments, and I think New England pulls this one out. It should be a really nice close game, though.
Yeah, man, I agree. Mitch, what do you think?
I got the Dolphins for the same reason I gave you with Tom Brady. With the early in the year, Bill Belichick struggles. And then on top of that, Bill Belichick sometimes loses to his coaches that he used to have. I think with a new quarterback, Dolphins pull it off.
Okay. All right. There we go. Just a few games left. Marquee matchup. It's the hype Browns getting Odell back and going against KC. Revamped O-line, but the line is 6.5 for KC. Mitch, what do you think in this one? This was a tasty game, sir.
I think both defenses struggle to stop each other. That's for sure. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I'm going to take the Browns. I hate myself taking the Browns.
Oh, my God. JB, who do you got?
I'm going to go Chiefs because pressure up the middle is always going to be worse than pressure from the outside. That big old fella in the middle down there, Mr. Jones, that boy is hard to deal with in all kind of different levels. So I think that even though the Browns' offensive line had some success last year, I think this cat's going to be a little too much for them. And, of course, they still got Ford out there. And then the defense from Kansas City, Spagnassi's going to do his thing, had them boys flying around. We know Kansas City's offense is going to score. Can the still young defensive backfield of the Browns hold up against the receiving core and Patrick Mahomes? No, sir. No.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs as well. Ed, who do you got?
Too many weapons in Kansas City. I got to go with the Chiefs.
Pow.
I have a
All
question.
right.
one. What do they think with Myles Garrett? Last year he struggled after COVID with his lungs. I know we don't know much with COVID going on. Do we think he's going to do a full recovery there? Because that'll be a huge game changer for them.
Yeah, I feel like
it's been quite a while. I think he done been through training camp and all the other shit. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
All right, we're keeping it moving. Ed, it's Teddy Two Gloves and the Denver Broncos climbing down from Mile High to go against the G. Man, that's right, a team that the Bizzle Man picked to go to the playoffs. So, Ed, Broncos at Giants. The line is 3 for the Broncos on the road, sir.
I go with the Giants. This will be Fangio's first step toward losing that job at the end of the year.
All right, JB, who do you got?
The G-Man. All right.
Oh, my God.
Daniel Jones playing solid ball, right? They solidified their defense, stiffened it up a little bit. All right. Their offensive line is a year stronger, right? Saquon's coming back. They got their tight end. They got a couple playmakers on the outside. Hey, Jones going to make up plays with his legs. The G-Men get the W. And that's not taking nothing away from Teddy Two Gloves. But, again, I think the Broncos' defense, as far as behind that defensive line, which is their strength, well, let's say Chubb and Vaughn, right, which is their strength. Outside of that, there's just a decent fly-around type defense. I think that the New York Giants, with the experience and the fact that they have a coach already, and like I said, they're going into their third year with everybody, I think they get the win.
All right, well, I'm taking Teddy Two Gloves and the Broncos. Mitch, who do you got?
I got the Broncos because I think Giants are going to try running the ball with Saquon Barkley. Broncos are historically great at stopping the run. I think Broncos just squeeze it out.
Okay. All right, it's the boom, 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 go Pack, go at when the Saints come marching in. Only, if I'm not mistaken, they are marching into Jacksonville for this game. Correct? They're playing this in Jacksonville.
Correct.
Yep. So the line is for the Packers on the road. Both teams on the road. You got LASIK Jameis. Mitch, who do you think in this one, sir?
-4 is a good line for this one. Also, I'm going to go for the upset. Let's go.
Ooh, spicy.
You better with all that shit you just said earlier.
Yeah, you gotta win the Super Bowl for God's
Let's
sake.
go, Jameis. Win it all.
Oh my God! Oh, crazy. JB, who do you got?
Dumb. Go Pack, go.
Oh my God! I got the Packers too. Ed, who do you got?
Green Bay on that natural grass.
Ooh, Roger slinging that thing. All right, JB, it's the Bears at the LA Rams. Oh, your favorite team, the LA Rams, here in LA, and the line is a touchdown for the Rams at home. Who do you got, sir?
Come on, Chicago, get the W. All right, I need these cats to get their ass whooped. Right. All right, now I said that. Come on, Chicago Bears get the W, but I ain't stupid. I think the Rams get the win. I think the Rams get the win because, again, Chicago, what are we doing, right? Matt Nagy, I don't believe in this guy. I don't believe in Chicago's offensive line either, right? So I think the Rams get the W predominantly because of their defense. Sean McVay's offense is a well-oiled machine, but that machine has been exposed a couple of times, so I think there's too much film out there. They're not going to be as explosive as they've been in years. They're going to have to depend on some big plays. I do think the Rams get it done, but I don't think the Rams get it done 7+.
Oh, interesting. Okay, take the win, but not the line. All right, I'm taking the Rams too. But Ed, who do you got?
I got the Rams. The defensive front's going to get after the red rifle, make it a long day for them.
Okay, Andy Dalton sighting. And Mitch, who do you got?
I got the Rams. We've all been a manager where we have that shit boy where we're like, please just fucking quit today. And guess what? Jared Goff finally quit. He got Matt Stafford. He's finally happy with life again. He's energized. He's going to have new plays. And it's going to be straight up the middle on defense every time. And they're going to kill Andy Dalton. And it's going to be kind of fun to watch. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
Oh, my God. And finally, gentlemen, it's it's quote the Raven nevermore at the in Vegas. The Ravens at the Raiders, and the line is 4.5 for the Ravens on the road. Mr. Bridges, who do you have, sir?
Be more, all right? Be more careful. In the big poker chip, you know what I'm saying, I do believe that the Ravens are going to get it cracking because of one Lamar Jackson. Of course, you know what I'm saying, he's going to do what he do with his legs. The Raiders going to Raider. I just think the Baltimore is going to dominate this game, period. I got the Raiders.
Okay. Ed, who do you got?
I'm the same. I like the Ravens in this one. I just don't know whether the Raiders can keep up scoring wise with them.
Okay, I got the Ravens too. Mitch, what do you got?
There's about 10 games better than this. I'm really upset this is going to be the game that we have to talk about. But I got the Ravens because John Gruden's going to John Gruden. He loves being 500 his entire career. So
Oh my God, dropping bombs.
He got 2 Super Bowl rings. That's what he's talking about.
I think he only has one, right?
He got 2. He got 2. He
Still
won
500. He's still 500 with 2 Super Bowl rings. That's pretty fucking impressive if you ask me.
Oh my God. And our guy Will's calling it for the Ravens. Gentlemen, that is it. And joining us just back in the nick of time, it is Earl from the studio, and that is it. We did a 2-hour full preview. If you missed it, you can run this back on all your streaming platforms. I want to give a special shout out to our guys, Ed Smith, Money Makin Mitch, and Earl Kazual E. Burnett.
Earl, say something.
Us.
Can anybody hear any damn thing I'm saying?
That's right. Oh my God, we got to get the fuck out of here. We've been on it for 2 hours. We love you guys. Check out Earl, check out Ed, check out Mitch, casualsports.com, KSRN Arizona, and the Bleav Podcast Network. That's right, where you can now find the JB and Benny Blue review. And until next Wednesday, that's right, Wednesdays at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. We'll be back with week 2 and a whole lot of mo. And of course, check out JB on Tuesdays, Burning Bridges, AAT Sports Network on Twitter. Follow us at JB and Benny Blue. And that's it, folks. Until next time, we love you and we are out. Peace.
Holla.
Yeah.